Well, welcome back in Mini Truckers and Truckettes. We have a 1990 something, or obviously it's early with the round headlights. It's a KS Subaru. So this in particular one's a KS4 and 3s are, the same two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive options. We just put a reman engine in this truck and I had the hardest time getting the air burped out of it. Then I realized the heat wasn't blowing as hot as it should be. I was like, well, it's got to be a clogged heater core. So I got on the tubes myself. I was like, I wonder where the heater core hoses are running. I know that they're up here in the front, obviously. But I wonder if there's a coupler that I can take loose or whatever. I couldn't find it. So I was like, screw it. I'll just dig into it, figure it out, and then provide you guys with a video showing how to flush your heater core if you're not getting the right heat, or maybe if you're having issues burping the air back out, say if you do a coolant flush or thermostat, timing belt, water pump job, whatever, and you don't have very good heat. This particular truck, I knew nothing about before getting it running. We had fuel delivery issues, which turned into putting a reman engine in it because it lost oil pressure and chewed up the crankshaft and rod bearings. So that being said, I didn't know this truck had good heat in it or not prior to doing the job. So it's something that it's one of those things where you buy something that's not running, that's what you get into. So I'm going to bring you down here, put your peepers down on it, and I'll show you what you got to access, how you can access it, and the tools you're going to need and stuff you got to take apart to access it. It's very simple, easy process. I had this done in probably half an hour, and that's getting tools together and messing with lines that are 35 years old. So, well, come on in. Don't be shy. We'll get down here and show you what we're doing. So first thing we have to do is remove this crossbar and that pan. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 bolts, 12 millimeters, these little fellers right here. Remove that, and then you're also going to need a 10 millimeter and an 8 millimeter. So this is the heater core connection pipes where you can disconnect it from the radiator to your heater core lines. And it is actually going to be bolted up here. You see that little empty bolt hole spot there? That's where it's going to be bolted up at. Go ahead and drop it. And then we've got a clamp right here. It bolts up right there. So go ahead and get that down so you can have some movement. I wish I would have filmed doing this because it was pretty bad. So this truck's been setting up for, I don't know, at least 5 years. And well, we had a ton of rust inside the heater core that was plugging it, letting just very little bit by. And if you have a plugged up heater core, that is going to create a permanent air bubble in your coolant system. So you don't want that, because you'll be doing what I was doing and driving it around wondering why it was still creating air bubbles at higher RPMs. Well, because it was trying to push past the heater core and all the gunk that was in it. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and reflush the coolant system in this truck, flush the radiator, all that good malarkey, so that any stuff that might have passed through, got in there, we can get that out. So that's good. So it's real simple, guys. Just get in there with a water hose is what I used. I'll show you the end and what I had done with it. So This guy right here, just an old school brass. Had one of those screw things on it so you can spray and jet or fan it out or whatever. I took that off and I put my own hose clamp on there, clamped it down on these threads, and just cranked the freaking water pressure up. And well, it wasn't doing anything in this hose, so I clamped down on this one, shot some water pressure to it, and it poured out all kinds of gunk. And I've got it right here in this green bucket. I mean, that is thick stuff down in there. So when it all came out pretty much all at once. So she was definitely not happy in the heater core department. And as you can see, the heater core lines actually run up in here. These lines were actually kind of coated with a rust. They were crunchy. So as it was flowing, I just took some pliers and started crimping down on it and loosening up all the stuff that was in it. So, Subaru heater core issues. That's a simple, easy way to get to them. Easy to work on truck. I just didn't see anything online on the tubes or on Google showing, you know, this type of connection. And that's really what I was looking for. I didn't know if it was plumbed directly to the radiator or not, as I don't mess with a whole lot of Subarus. But, you know, you always learn something new every day. Appreciate you guys being here, checking out the video. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I can see how many of you are returning and not subscribing, by the way. So make sure you're doing that. Help our channel out, help us grow. All it does is give you the notification and, you know, gives us more opportunity for you to view our videos. So I appreciate you all coming here to find out about your heater core issue and how to flush it, rather. And we will see you all on the next one.